the aim of macroprudential policies is to design macroprudential policy that help to prevent buildup of excessive risk and vulnerabilities in financial markets that can later spill over into macroeconomy. Because the financial crisis was largely caused by collateral crisis in the financial markets, economists were now thinking about which kind of policies that affect the real side of financial markets can help to prevent excessive buildup of asset prices and leverage in financial markets. So, very importantly, during the crisis, most of the traditional tools of government policies were stable, like interest rates or inflation, but other variables like loan-to-values ratios or debt-to-assets ratios were changing rapidly, and therefore the new focus of macro policies tends to be now on regulating or mitigating the effect of these variables instead of the traditional policies. So the recent financial crisis was special in a sense that it was largely caused by collateral crisis in financial markets. It was not the usual recession caused by oil shocks or some other productivity shocks. It was largely due to excessive buildup of leverage and debt in financial markets that was used as collateral in providing new loans, and when the prices during the leverage cycle fell, this collateral asset value was no longer there. So this excessive buildup of leverage is probably the main target of these new macroprudential policies, and these policies are designed to be complementing the usual policies in financial regulation, like capital requirements in the banking sector. And these macroprudential policies tend to be simple, transparent, and general rules that prevent certain excessive behavior. For example, in mortgages, you have to have your own assets to a certain percentage to get a new mortgage. So, and it showed in the recent crisis that countries that had these regulations or these margin requirements, they were doing much better than countries that didn't have that. So, imposing such simple restrictions in terms of down payment requirements or taxes on debt could be very effective in preventing this excessive growth of debt or leverage. The ADEMU research is very important for understanding these complex relationships, and not only in one country, but also in macroprudential policies across countries in the EU or in the whole world, because regulation in one country has important side effects on behavior of people and macroeconomy in the other countries. So we need to really understand the spillover effects and externalities of these policies in one country for the other countries. Also because the financial crisis was very severe, had long consequences, and the policy response from institutions was very aggressive and very strong. And many of these policies were done or implemented very quickly, and there has not been much research before on macroprudential policies. So our understanding of these new policies for the future and for the optimal setting of these policies is extremely important.